What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a good Wednesday. Hope Tuesday was all right for you guys. I did not do so well myself. I had a one making a nice charge there. Just couldn't get enough out of the Blue Jays to go in my combo stack. So a little frustrating for me. But we're on to another nice little split slate. I think the morning slate's pretty interesting, actually. I think there's a lot of different options, and it should. For a six gamer, there's obviously not going to be spread. The ownership's going to be pretty condensed. But I think there's plenty of places you could go that are maybe a little different than maybe what everybody else is expecting. I think that there's a lot of different viable pitching options, but I am going to stick with Clevenger, Molly, and George Kirby as my main pitchers. I don't mind if you want to use Ranger Suarez as well. Probably going to skip Lodolo and Lopez, even though I think they're both viable as well. Same thing with Smiley. But my favorites are probably going to end up being Kirby, and factoring ownership and everything, Kirby and Clevenger. I really wouldn't argue against Molly being the top pitcher on the slate, but I think with the ownership, I'll go the guys a little bit lower owned. In terms of stacks, one, I don't think you necessarily need to stack. Two, I think if you are going to stack, I think that Toronto, Philly, and Minnesota are my favorites, and I am leaning more towards mini stacking and getting some of my favorite bats. So I'm going to go position by position and talk about some of my favorite plays, ownership, and all things considered. Excuse me. Gary Sanchez will be my main catcher. Kirk would be my other one if he's starting and batting fourth again. First base, Guerrero is going to be my number one. Rhys Hoskins is my number two. Miranda would be my number three, but I am using him at third base mostly. Don't mind if you want to use. Well, Patrick Wisdom batting seventh at 5,400 is maybe a little hard to get to, but I think it's viable, and I think Ohtani obviously as well, along with the Seattle guys. I really do like Seattle too. I just am not getting to a full stack as much again today. At second base, it's a pretty ugly position. So Segura and India should eat up most of the ownership. I'm fine with that. Also fine with going Merrifield near the bottom of the order and Odor at 2K, I think is the value play there. At third base, I love Matt Chapman, and I'm going to probably use a lot of Miranda here, and Alec Baum would be my next one. Of course, if you're playing the Seattle stack, Suarez. And at shortstop, my favorite is Bichette, but it's harder for me to get to him. So I'm going to mix in some Kyle Farmer, some Matt Reynolds, some Bobby Witt, who's just a little cheaper, and Carlos Correa. But I probably won't end up getting to Bichette, even though he's my favorite one, just because of salary constraints. Outfield, I think Julio Rodriguez is a great play. He's going to be really popular. Franmil Reyes is your value play, but the guys I'm using the most of are Castellanos, Buxton, and Haniger. So that's sort of my rundown. Say what's up. Say what you guys are doing, what you're thinking. Wanted to give you a quick glimpse. I'm going to see if I can share my screen real quick and show you guys a quick little glimpse of what I'm doing, so we hopefully don't get in trouble. But they haven't been on us as much lately. Well, it's weird. It's not letting me share the screen. That's very interesting. I haven't had that happen before. Maybe DraftKings set something up. I don't know how that works. I'll try something else here real quick, so bear with me. Okay. Yeah, not letting me. Huh. I've never had that happen before. But my early builds are, again, not stack friendly. They're more one-offs, and that's what I'm mostly am doing today. And I'm not one-offs, more mini stacks. Sorry, it's feels early over here. Something like a 3-3-2 or a 3-2-2-1. That's probably what I'm looking at. And the team I'm being most afraid to be under on is Seattle. I do have Haniger in all my lineups right now, but I'm not heavy on Seattle in general today. And I think that they're a really good stack who's going to be really popular. So they're the ones that make me the most nervous not to be on for a full stack as much as maybe some others are. I also feel like Philly has the chance to completely go off because the bullpen is so bad behind Lodolo. But I do believe in this kid's talent, so I don't quite want to mess with it. But it's completely legitimate if you want to stack Philadelphia. There's all these teams I can make arguments for, but I'm taking my favorite pieces, which are the Buxton, Miranda, Sanchez from Minnesota, Vlad, Witt sort of fits in, but I'm sort of waiting to see where the order comes out in Toronto. So I can't really say what I'm going to do there for sure. Segura would be a logical choice at 3,800. I am going to get weird and use both Cincinnati shortstop eligible players, Reynolds and Farmer, who I don't expect to get much ownership. And then, I mentioned Castellanos and Haniger as my favorite other outfielders not named Buxton. So that is what I'm doing today. Again, say what's up, say what you're doing, or I'm just going to get out of here in a few minutes because really it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot going on. Sometimes these morning shows are active and lively. We've got a bunch of people in here, and sometimes we don't have anyone. So if you do have anything to say or any thoughts, fire them in there. Maybe you've got a better idea of what you're doing with this slate than I do. I feel pretty good about what I'm doing, but I don't think that it's by any means like a must way to play it. And I think that there is a lot of different routes. As I said, for a small slate, I could legitimately make an argument outside of Miami to stack every single offense here. Outside of Miami and the Angels, I think would be, even the Angels, I think are semi-viable, but I wouldn't stack Miami or the Angels. Everyone else is absolutely viable. So I am taking my favorite bats today as my strategy. So anyway, guys, I hope everybody's doing well. We'll have sheets back this evening, and hopefully we can go from there. But good luck to everybody today. I hope you guys crush it. And please like before you get out of here. It always helps. And I'm sorry we couldn't get more people in this morning. I tried to alert and say I'd be live at noon Eastern, but it looks like we didn't get a whole bunch of people. So anyway, good luck to everybody today. I hope we can do some damage, and we've got another night slate, which I'll be getting to later today. So good luck, everybody, and we'll see you hopefully at the top of the leaderboards.